Welcome to Lucky XDP. I'm DP, and I'm here to discuss 28 Weeks Later. This movie is probably one of the most intense zombie movies I have ever seen in my entire life, as it doesn't really have much of a complex story or anything of the sort, but it definitely has straight up zombie action, zombie intensity, crowds freaking out, snipers capping zombies, all the works. If you are just really interested in the action and the gore, then this movie is definitely for you. We start out by seeing Don, played by Robert Carlyle, hiding with his wife, Scarlett, played by Rose Byrne, in a hidden house out in the country area with the other few survivors. This little child comes running from the infected, or the zombies, whatever you want to call them, and basically brings in those zombies. And as they are all trying to escape, the only person who survives is Don, who leaves his wife and the child trapped in the house so that he could try to survive on his own. Already starting out with a very disgusting amount of hate for this one particular character. Incredibly selfish, but he's so good at being the douchebag who pretends to be good for his children. The next thing that we have are the children coming in a few years later after the events of what happened in the beginning of the movie. Then we eventually have a zombie infestation as we find out that Scarlett is alive, but infected while also being immune to the virus. But what Don doesn't know is that the virus can be transmitted through saliva, aka obviously when he kisses his wife, finds out that she's alive, she forgives him, which personally I would not forgive that, but okay. He eventually becomes infected and then kills her in the most brutal way possible, which, mind you, side note, these zombies are probably the most terrifying I've ever seen. They can break through walls, they're terrifying, they kill you in the most brutal ways possible, they kill you in Terrifier murder style, and the scariest part is that the second you get bit, you immediately turn into a zombie. That's insane. As you see in The Walking Dead, it takes much longer for that process to happen. So then there's that. And then we have Doyle, played by Jeremy Renner, one of the best characters in the whole entire movie, as he tries to lead the survivors out of an infestation zone while the army is taking out everyone because they don't know who's infected and eventually are planning to nuke the place, which is like, wow, you guys are really quick to try to just completely kill everyone. Unfortunately, we don't get to have Doyle survive, and that really upset me as well. I will say, definitely do not get attached to any character, because they definitely have a way of throwing characters out like they're trash. But if I were to give this movie a rating, I would say that this was an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I think that they could have done a little bit more. Some of the characters definitely should have survived. Yes, I know that they want to have a meaningful impact factor, but there's just some characters that I think just need to survive in general. But outside of that, if you're looking for zombies, guts, gore, all that lovely jazz, this movie is it. This is the second movie out of the 28-day series, or the 28 series, whatever you want to call them. I'm very hyped for the new movie that's going to come out 28 years later. That's going to be fantastic. I hope that we maybe get to see Cillian Murphy. I still need to see 28 Days Later, but it's literally next to impossible to find that movie, especially in a physical copy of that movie. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this movie was very much underrated and definitely needs to be seen again by the general population? I think so. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more horror content just like this. And don't forget to de-stress, progress, and let your mind rest. See you in the next one. Don't get bitten by zombies, please.